I think I've always really liked animals since I was a kid. I grew up watching David Attenborough's deep sea documentaries, so I always known that I love animals on land and on sea. I've always found animals very interesting and very cool, and just working with them has really solidified that, where I cherish working with them. I love learning more and learning as much as I can about them. My name is Ori Cohen. I'm a rising junior here at Brandeis. I'm an intern at Southwick Zoo in Mendon, Massachusetts. I've always known that I really like animals, and I've been considering working with them, but I haven't had too much experience. But I didn't really know that that could be a career option. And then after working at the zoo with these animals, I realized that I really do love animal care. So I have been considering that being like a future career path that I think I might stick with.
So we're down here at Southwick Zoo, right outside of the bird show arena, where we provide the public with bird presentations. We can give them an interactive experience and teach them all about primarily parrots, but a couple other species of birds. Teaching Ori has been amazing. I would say a lot of times interns come in with little expectations. They're not really as sure exactly what their day is going to consist of or look like. And it's really nice to see them start to grow and become more and more comfortable.
I've learned so much from this internship. I mean, I've learned how to interact with animals in general. I've learned a lot about training and conditioning, because Brandeis really set me up for that in teaching me like the classroom aspect of that, but actually practicing it is a whole different thing. And in the real world, you're like, oh, okay, the animal does not want to do this, they're saying no. How do I work with them to make sure that they learn this and they understand this?
Why don't we do a wave?
Yeah.
Yeah, try a wave. And you don't have to go up close to him, just kind of get in front of him and his line of vision. And remember, if you wave with your...
I've had to learn all the specific animals' body language. Like, for example, our male eclectus parrot, Ernie, has vastly different body language than Russell, our crow. Yes, his name is Russell Crowe. It's amazing. I love him. So you have to learn those specific animals' behaviors. And then you have to work with that if you're training them or just monitoring them in general and moving them, anything. You have to learn that. But each of the birds I've worked with, I've learned how to understand a lot of tiny signals.
The thing I most love about birds is that they're incredibly smart. I think there's so much to learn about them, and it's a really fun journey being able to learn about them and get to know their personalities.
I have learned a lot, and I've learned how to work with animals, and I've learned the basic skills that I need in order to work with animals again, or just any career. Like, I've also learned a lot about my own learning style. Like, I understand how I function better in a workplace that is constantly being on the move and constant improvisation.
I think it's really important to have hands-on experience, especially when it comes to training, because we definitely provide opportunities to learn that you can't just get in a classroom setting.
Internships in general are very useful because they're kind of like you trying out a job, where first off it gives you basic skills for your future jobs, as well as letting you try out, is this something I really want? So if I hadn't done this, I would have no idea, and I'd still be in my head about, am I good enough? Will this work out? So I'd say any internship is really useful because it not only gives you basic skills to work in the workforce, but it also lets you feel more confident in yourself and feel more comfortable knowing what you want out of a job and what you're interested in for that job. So it really helps you narrow down your interests and pursue them.